Hey everybody, welcome to From the Shore. I'm Robert Harding, filling in for not really vacationing, he is doing some work. Editor Jonathan Monfiletto, who's of course away in Honduras this week, if you read his column on either Skaneatelesjournal.com or in the print edition.
And I'm Chris Malone. I'm still here, enjoying the nice, lovely, cold weather that we've been having all week long.
Safe to say Jonathan's in a much, much warmer climate.
Yeah, he's gonna shake his head when he comes home and realizes that this isn't too pleasant.
Sure. So what's been going on this week in Skaneateles in Jonathan's absence, and what's going on?
Not a whole lot. The Skaneateles Library had their 125th anniversary. They had a birthday party on Tuesday. That was nice. Nice low-key event. They had cake, they had balloons, they had their preschool reading time that they normally have on Tuesdays. And this week, not much. Skaneateles had their town board meeting. They discussed a new water tower to be built, either Hillside Drive or Andrews Road. It's still up for discussion. Next month, when they have their next meeting, they're going to have a comparative study provided by CNS companies on what is the best as far as cost, benefits, and what would be definitely the least expensive and of course safe for the environment as well. And this week I spoke to Tim McLean of Blue Water Grill / Blue Goose about his sushi business and his history. That profile will be coming on Monday. It's a long piece, so I still have a lot of editing to do as far as that goes. But other than that, it's going to be a nice cold weekend ahead. Not much going on.
What's give us a little preview of the piece on Blue Water, Blue Goose. What can we expect in that one?
Well, I go into Tim's history a little bit. He's from Skaneateles, so he grew up in a Wasco village, and he started at, let's see, where did he start? Oh, the country club. Why can't I think of the name of it off the top of my head? Dutch Hollow. Dutch Hollow. And started there when he was 14 and got into the culinary business and became manager when he was 18 years old. And from there he's traveled to New York, traveled to Europe, traveled to California, and settled back home within the past, since 1985 he came back, and has been doing sushi ever since, and he loves it. He gets a kick talking to the customers that come in, get to enjoy trying something new. That's one of the things he said. I get to sit here, prepare the sushi, talk to the customers, and they're very reluctant to try it. But once they try it, they seem to enjoy it.
Yeah. Great. So I guess we can close out on this note. What are some of the things you're looking ahead to or going to be working on next week?
Next week is going to be a nice, heavy week as far as town goes in Marcellus. The village board meeting is on Monday at 7 p.m. in the village hall, and on Thursday is the town workshop meeting, which is held in the town hall in the village. On Thursday as well, from 5 to 7, Skaneateles Chamber of Commerce is holding their business after hours from 5 to 7 p.m. at Nest 58, which is located on Western C Street in the village. So if you're in town, business owners, stop by, say hello, introduce yourselves. It should be a nice little networking get-together event. So,
Great.
how about you? What's good in your world?
Oh, well, plenty on the political scene. Actually, this ties in with the Skaneateles community, surrounding area as well. But Congressman John Cacco, he was actually in the district this week after spending his first 6 weeks mostly in Washington. This was his first in-district work week. He had a couple of listening sessions. One was in Auburn on agriculture. One was in DeWitt, Onondaga County, on the heroin epidemic. So those two items were held this week. Next week, it's back in Washington, so beginning on Tuesday. So it'll be another couple weeks he has to spend there, and then he'll actually be back in the district for a full district work week sometime in mid-March. So, but that's pretty much it on the political.
Do you anticipate him spending a little bit more time here, being a part of the community and interacting more than what Maffei had done in the past, or Burkle for that matter?
I so far, I see that already.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you an example. It was one Friday here a couple weeks ago. He spent all day in Auburn. He's done this a couple of the times when he's had to spend all week in Washington. Usually there's a Monday or a Friday, and he'll use those days to spend it in the district. He won't use it as a travel day.
Yeah.
Where he's like, oh well, I got to go to session the next day, so I'm gonna go to Washington.
Mm-hmm.
He uses it as a time to spend in the district. So whether it's Auburn or at some point, I'm sure he'll spend a day or at least part of a day in Skaneateles. In other parts of the district too. It's something you can expect from him. He'll do it often, and he's already looking ahead to hosting some other listening sessions down the road on a variety of topics. One of the ones on agriculture, actually, some lake health issues came up that was specifically aimed at Owasco Lake, but the whole idea of protecting the lakes. Certainly one important to Skaneateles and Skaneateles.
Did zebra mussels come up?
No.
No?
Zebra mussels did not come up at the meeting, but it's invasive species.
Mm-hmm.
It impacts everybody.
Yeah.
And some of I just wrote a story yesterday on microbeads, which is a concern that we've seen even in smaller bodies of water. They've found them in the Great Lakes. These small little plastic bits, if you will, that are found in personal hygiene products, shampoos, toothpastes, that kind of thing.
That they claim are good for you and exfoliate your skin, but
Right.
in the grand scheme of things, not so much.
Right, and you find them in scientists have found them in Cayuga Lake,
Wow.
which is one of the Finger Lakes, obviously, and then it certainly could be one of those things that we see in other lakes as well, Skaneateles, Owasco, even smaller, rivers and tributaries and stuff. So something also to keep an eye on. But I think that does it for this week.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll wrap it up there. And John, this is a temporary thing. Jonathan has not been supplanted as host. He'll be back next week, next Friday, to record the latest from the shore.
And you can follow us on Twitter at scan_Malone and
At Robert Harding.
have a good one.